Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. We're doing a little bit of a late night tonight. Get my camera on. Um, whew, Tonight we have another case that I am going to be bringing to your guys' attention. I didn't know how far it was going to go, but things are starting to look kind of how I think they should look. But we're going to start off with quickly just going over some of the updates of today of Harmony Montgomery, the little girl that, no one knows where she is. No one knows anything. It's been 2 years. Since 2019, no one has seen her. And so what I'm going to do to catch some people up, because I know when you just pop into a live, sometimes everyone doesn't know what's going on. So I'm just going to kind of give it a quick rundown. There was a little girl in 2019 that got court ordered to be back with her father and out of, foster care. Her father was getting out of prison for being in there for 18 months because he got it wasn't attempted murder. It's called something else, but basically murder because he shot Jacobs in the chin and it went out his temple. He did not die, but still he could have killed him. So he's just blessed. So then when he gets out, he goes and files to get his daughter out of foster care. They go ahead and grant it to him, even though he has so many violent charges. So she goes to live with him. Some of his family members notice that, she has bruises. She has a black eye, a huge black eye. And okay, Christina, thank you. Because I know there's trolls galore over there. And we have Michael in the building. All right. So, so she goes with her dad. The family members start noticing like she has bruises and things like that. And she's only 5 years old at this point. Her dad says that when he was in the bathroom, he told her to watch her infant brothers at that time because the sister wasn't alive yet. And the little baby started crying. He came out of the bathroom. She was trying to like cover his mouth. He ends up hitting her in her eye, and that's how she got the black eye. A little bit after that, hi Monica, how are you? Okay, boo. Okay. So a little bit after that, Harmony's mother, Crystal, says that she last talked to her around Easter time. And when she talked to her, she was talking to her on FaceTime, and the dad was standing right behind her. Anytime she asked a question, he would mute the phone, tell her what to say, and the little girl was shaking. So that's just it very quickly. She's not there any longer. No one can find her. It's been 2 years since anybody can say they have laid eyes on this little girl. So now there's an investigation going on. I wanted to, if you need any more information on it, you can go to my previous videos because right now I'm just doing an update to update everybody on what's going on with that case now today. So I'm going to play the newest interview with Crystal that they released. And after this, we're going to get into a case that I'm going to be following closely. I almost started crying when I seen this. We'll see how you guys feel about it. Oh no, it's sharing the wrong screen. Hold on. That's not it, y'all. Let me grab the correct screen. Me and Layla was going at it right before. I'm like, oh no, I gotta get on. She's trying to play and pull my hair. So I'm a little bit all over the place. Here we go. So this is her newest interview that was released. There we go.
I worry that I'm going to wonder where she is for the rest of my life.
Boston 25 News reporter Jason Law is in Manchester with an interview you'll see only here on Boston 25.
Crystal Sorey says the last time she saw her daughter Harmony was in the spring of 2019 during a FaceTime call with Harmony's father, Adam Montgomery.
What was the last FaceTime like during Easter of 2019?
Chaotic. He kept muting it. She just looked terrified and lost. Her whole entire body language had shifted in 2 months of him having her. She went from being like my happy, like talkative, funny, sassy little girl to a shell of Harmony.
So does it break your heart to think about that FaceTime?
Every minute.
Because that was the last time you saw her.
Yeah, and like, I just wish that I could have said more to her, you know? I just wish that I could have said to her, like, no matter what Daddy says to you, no matter what he does, I will never stop fighting for you. Never.
Crystal Sorey lost custody of Harmony in 2018. In 2019, Harmony went to stay with her father in Manchester, New Hampshire. Crystal says soon after that, she began worrying about Harmony's safety.
When did you first realize something was wrong? When did you first realize Harmony may be in danger?
I right away had a bad feeling because of how he was acting on the in the visits. He would like sit on top of us basically. I could barely have any privacy with her. FaceTimes, he was muting it, yelling at her, telling her what to say, what not to say. It was all suspicious to me, all of it.
Since 2019, Crystal says she's called Child Protection Services in both Massachusetts and New Hampshire more than 24 times. Court documents show it was Crystal's phone call to police in November that finally got the ball rolling. Manchester investigators soon got more involved in searching for Harmony.
How do you think this is going to end? I mean, are you worried there's a possibility you may never know what happened to Harmony?
Oh, yeah. I worry that I'm going to wonder where she is for the rest of my life.
Oh my God,
I
don't know
do.
what I would
I
do.
think about it every day.
Sorey told me that she first called DCF in Massachusetts back in May or June of 2019. That's when she really started worrying about Harmony's safety. And she says she's called state officials more than 24 times since then. Now, here at the Manchester Police Department, the reward for information about Harmony's disappearance has grown to more than $100,000, and investigators say they've received more than $3.
Actually, I will correct that. It is not $100,000. It just went up to 112. Then it went to 114. Now we are at $137. 137K. Sorry, but I'll show you that and how that all got to be right after this.
300 tips. Jason Law, Boston 25 News.
25 Investigates has learned the governor of New Hampshire, Chris Sununu, has asked DCYF for an internal review of Harmony's case. 25 Investigates documented police and DCYF were at the home where Harmony was last seen in 2019 multiple times. And just yesterday, we spoke with New Hampshire's child advocate about what questions they're asking. You can see all of our investigative reporting on this case right now on Boston25News.com. And a reminder, Manchester Police do have a tip line for information about Harmony. That number is 603-203-6060. You can also find it on our website at Boston25News.com. By the way, the reward for information is now up to $112,000.
So that information at the end was not correct, but this came out today. So I wanted to show you guys that.
I'm Sam Cramian, CEO of Big Block.
I like to get any information that I can give you guys. That way we're all kind of on the same page when we're talking about things. So now I'm quickly getting through this because I want to get to the case of the little baby that got thrown in the dumpster. I mean, that just let's get through this really quickly. So this is showing which places are donating to Harmony and the rescue of her. So this one's about a minute and a half long. So let's get through this one. Thank you guys for coming through tonight. I know I normally come on a bit earlier, but I was getting some things together for what we're going to hear next. Ouch. Oh my God, hold on. No. Wait, no, Mama, I should be nice. Her teeth are so sharp. Okay, so.
We just needed the help.
Muriel Allard is the owner of Alphabet's Learning Center in Manchester. She's actually in Florida right now, but says the Harmony Montgomery story is national news.
We're the largest daycare in the state, and we deal with children every day, and this one just got to our heart.
That $112,000 reward growing by donations from business owners and private citizens from several states. Tom Florence, owner of TF Contracting in Hooksett, told News 9, "I felt like I needed to do something. Everyone else has let her down. I want to help to make sure she's not forgotten." As for the internal review at DCYF, Moira O'Neill, head of the Office of the Child Advocate, says anytime there is a critical incident involving a child, a review process begins and a report is issued.
And it includes the details of what's happened. It includes the details of what the agency is doing at the moment. And it also includes a review of what the agency has had in terms of involvement with the child or family in the past.
O'Neill says by law, within 36 hours, DCYF must report to the Office of the Child Advocate, which will then conduct its own review. In this case, she says more work needs to be done.
So I think we need to put all our effort into helping Manchester Police Department understand what's happened here and find her, and then we'll get to the work of sorting things out.
And although the governor...
I feel like it's way too late for that. Like, that should have never happened. There should be no reason ever that a child is not looked after, asked about, thought about in 2 years and no one has seen her. And Crystal is saying that she's been telling them throughout these 2 years that she can't get a hold of her daughter. But since he had sole custody of Harmony, he used that against her and took her out of state. He was in New Hampshire. She was in Massachusetts. I mean, it's not even that far away. But we're going to go ahead. Oh, Michael popped up. Anybody can pop up as we're going along. This is open panel. So I dropped the link in the chat for you guys. This is it right here. If you are on my second channel, if you want to get on panel, you would have to come onto main channel. So the same thing, just take the X and the 2 off of ChynaD. Hey, Michael, what's up?
What's going on?
Nothing much, chilling.
Bro, you know this case. Remember this case reminds me of. Remember the case that the girls was missing, and they was right in it, and when they got free, they was missing for like over 15, 12 years, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I had a baby by the girls and all that.
Yes, I remember that. I remember seeing them older and her talking about her story on one of these channels.
Yo, this is what reminds me of Divine. They should like check the neighborhoods of the houses. Because you never know. He probably like, yo, we gonna do this. Do you remember the other day I said, I think this shit could be about money also?
Yeah. Because they were using Harmony for their benefits, food stamps, and she was the stepmom was acting like, she was still with them, and she knew full well that little girl was nowhere around her. This woman over here, on your left side, she was acting like
you could see
the girl was there.
And then to these people I feel everybody neglected that little girl.
Yeah.
They own it. I was just watching the last one till I got the notification. I'm like, damn, I gotta go on this one now. I'm trying to catch up. I'm like, shit, I'm trying to catch up. I missed the one yesterday.
Yeah, I try to keep people in whatever's going on.
I was on the part that she said kidnapping. Remember when she was like, yeah, around there was a lot of kidnapping? And I'm not gonna lie, over there is a lot of kidnapping because I looked it up, and there's like over 30, 40 cases of kids getting kidnapped over there.
I seen that on the news that there's a lot in that area being kidnapped, and then they had like a picture show of them showing all the different kids that
Yeah,
are
all the
missing.
kids and everything, like, and I was like, yo, I gotta when Naomi get online, I gotta say that shit, like, cause
Yeah, it's a
I'm
lot.
on top of this shit too. Like, this shit just got me like, I ain't gonna front. This shit got me playing a mystery game right now. Like,
I know, right? It
I'm
gets
like,
you get all
feel like
into
I'm a
it.
detective. Like, I'm like, I feel like I'm a detective. I said, yo, I gotta solve this case. Like,
Right.
but
This is like
that's what is.
Elizabeth Smart too, when she
I
got
think,
kidnapped, and now she's
I
like
think,
a activist.
yeah. But
So,
this is what it's looking like. They should go around the neighborhoods and start kicking in doors, bro. I swear.
but what the mom is saying, either she could be with Adam's mom because she said no one really knows too much about her, and he could have did that, or she could be given to somebody that he owes money for
Money to and
drugs,
everything.
for
Yeah,
any of that. That's what she's saying. It could
that's
possibly be.
that's what it's called, halving and embedding. I
It's
think that's
called
what it's
what?
called, halving and embedding.
Oh, I never heard of that one.
Like, they like holding a child for
One the
ransom or
child.
some shit.
Yeah. Oh, stop it, Mama. She is
Like
tripping today. She is
that
really
that
tearing me up.
that shit is scary, man. Like, I don't that I think that little
Hey,
girl is
Jeanette.
probably, I think that girl is probably alive, but is man, that dog is fucking you up.
I know. She wants to play. We were
I
playing right
think
before.
the dog. I think the little girl is alive, but I think is more to it than what they doing, bro. Like, I think the mother, she not showing no sympathy though. Like,
She shows a little bit, but it just wouldn't be how I would react. And I was going to post something today, and I'm so happy the little boy was found. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of that after
oh
this.
man, I was trying to comment on that little boy shit when you were saying, when the little boy said
Elijah.
hi. Man, that I dropped a tear, bro. Like, I'm like, fuck, man, this is crazy.
It's sad what all these little kids are going through. I really don't understand it. And I'm like, is it because of the pandemic we're going through? Because I didn't hear about it this much. Or is it just now because a lot of people aren't to social media? It's easier to get the information out there.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I said one thing. I think it was, let me see. I think it was 2 years ago. I was like, all y'all gangsters out there flashing guns and all this and all that. This is what I post on my Facebook. And remember the vans with no windows and y'all see the locks? I was like, yo, all y'all gangsters out here doing this and doing that. When y'all see them vans, why y'all just don't pull up?
You are crazy, Michael.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was walking, I'd have been put, you never know who you could have saved.
Right.
And
right.
yo, Facebook,
let me real quick, Michael, let me play this one really quickly. So this is where this is from today. So this is the most recent. So you guys will see how much the award has gone up to. And I'm saying this is crazy. Just like the little girl in Australia, hers won up to $1 million. They're saying they don't care how much. Oh my gosh, she's messing the couch up. She's messing the couch up. Stop, mamas. They don't care how much you're going to keep going up. And I'm like, okay, so is that going to give someone, that's money hungry? That's, I'm not going to say anything to us, a number that I like. Hope it's not that, but we will see. Layla. Let me see. Is it over there on there for you guys? Yes, it is. What's going on? Why isn't it playing? Hold on. What's going on?
News of this, it was, we felt bad. We felt, is there anything we can do?
Paul Hansen is the co-owner of Hooksett-based Circle Signworks, the company that developed this billboard on Elm Street in Manchester and several others in the state.
The more we can get the images, what she looks like, any opportunity to get information to try to bring this little girl home safely is worth anything that we can do as small business owners to help our community.
Harmony's story has captivated not just the city, but people around the state and even across the country. Private citizens and businesses have come together to do whatever they can to bring her home.
I'm hoping that we find her and she's okay.
MJ Chassé knows all too well what Harmony's family is going through. She's a relative of Elijah Lewis, the Merrimack boy who disappeared a few months ago and was later found dead in Massachusetts.
And it's so unfortunate, you know.
Just like you said, Michael, there's a lot of kids in this area that's going missing. He's one of them. I'm like, that's crazy.
Their hurt, their pain.
On Saturday morning, MJ will host an event at City Hall for Harmony to bring awareness to her case and Elijah's.
It's really important for us to continue, you know, talking about them, saying their names, and just supporting, you know, their families.
Now, a reward for information leading to the whereabouts of Harmony Montgomery was just increased today to $137,000. Anyone can send a tip by calling or texting a dedicated tip line to 603-203-6060. Reporting live in Manchester, I'm Tim Cap.
So, yeah, I mean, they're going all out.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That's what they did.
Valerie
with the girls. Remember that I was just talking about the girls that was missing with the two, and they found like it was like 4 of them.
I think it was 4 of them, yeah, and one of them had the
pregnant.
yeah.
It was the baby with the guy, but it was crazy. That shit went worldwide, and they kept them chained up.
And they were right there in the back, like.
Right there in the hood, chilling like nobody knew nothing.
And I don't even think it was that far from where they actually lived. Just like the girl in Australia, right by her house, right where they were going.
Right by the house. I remember that story too. Right by the house, like literally, like it was like 7 houses down.
That's crazy to me.
That's the reason why I don't like my son is too much of a people's person. I tell my wife to look over him and everything. But my daughter, she got more of a gangster attitude. But
this is the little boy Elijah that I was gonna post today.
I can give you this.
As soon as I was gonna post it, you guys will see what happens. So I'll play it for you.
Single day.
That was a little kid.
Kyle, you are with.
What'd you say?
That was the little kid that was saying you put in your community tab?
No, I was going to put him in my community tab. And when I did, because I was trying to find some things because this happened, you know, just overnight, I was going to post it. And as soon as I went to post it, which will be the next video. So just look real quick.
All right.
Elijah's mother with her right now. Please, what's the latest going on, Kyle?
Well, it is obviously a very sad time for her and for everyone here. We're feeling all those emotions with us this morning, and you just came over, and it may be hard to describe exactly what you are feeling right now, but you said you wanted to update us with some updated pictures so that we had a better idea. Do you have that with you where you can show us and describe Elijah for us, if you will?
He's 6. His hair is blondish, brownish. He just lost his 2 bottom teeth, which is really noticeable. The pictures online are not good, so this kind of helps. Brown eyes. He's really thin, as most boys that get that growth spurt right there at that age of 6 are.
And then listen to what she describes after where she thinks he's going to be. Watch.
He's really smart.
And you were at home at the time.
He was with his dad at the time. I just got here.
Okay.
We're not together.
What describe Elijah? Is he an outgoing young boy? Does he like to play outside?
Yes, we're very outdoorsy. Obviously, we live here in Tennessee.
Obviously, it's very cold out here this morning. We were very cold waiting on this.
We are always outside and adventuring, and honestly feel like the forest would be safe and preferable to there are places he could be. So I'm just hoping that we find him here.
We hope so too. We're all saying a prayer for you here this morning. Casey and Harry.
Now, she is what I would say, she looks distraught. She looks like, you know, she doesn't know what else to say. She looks like she's going to lose it, you know? You can see the emotion on her face. So let me show you what happens as I am going to post this. I look up one more time, and then this happens. Here we go. Let me pop it up for y'all. Here, let's go. Right here.
But see, like how she looks, she's like more caring than the other mother.
I'm not gonna say more caring, but she's definitely showing emotion. Like you can tell,
Yeah,
like she just got there. She just found out her ex said, "Look, well, I don't know where our son is," but then this happens.
We start first with breaking news. A missing 6-year-old from Tellico Plains has now been found safe, and an Amber Alert is over. Elijah Kinzinger was reported missing late last night. According to the TBI, Elijah went to play in a wooded area by his home near New Highway 68 and did not return. But in the last hour, authorities locating Elijah. Again, he has been found safe. Authorities thanking everyone who came out and helped search for him.
Isn't that crazy? Because she was like, we are very outdoorsy. If he'll be anywhere, he'll be probably in the woods. See, it's crazy. He's 6 years old. I don't know. I mean, probably, you know, lifestyles are different, but I wouldn't just let my kid, oh yeah, go play in the forest. But like she said, we're in Tennessee and that's what they do. So I think he was able to survive. Pretty cool.
That's crazy.
We got here last night at 6 o'clock, and it started out kind of slow, and all of a sudden the volunteers started showing up. I know I seemed like I was, you know, a blind rat chasing his tail, but guys, them gals.
But yeah, that just sums it up. He was found, so I didn't even have to post that. I was excited for that. Dude, now we're gonna get to the story about the baby. But before I do that, I want to name the people off from yesterday. You know, first 5 in the chat, the other ones that are like actually engaging into the chat. So we have Queen's Throne, Miranda, Fun to Be Blonde, Veronica, Jostar, Christina, Shay, and we have Michael. So I will be putting these in the there it is, in the box for you guys. So those of you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, this is for the first 5 in the chat. And then after that, I do like 4 or 5 people that are really into the chat and like engaging into conversation. I give them tickets too. So if you are in the US, I didn't know this my first time, I'll be able to send you a gift card. But if you're out of the US, it'll have to be another way because you can't send them outside of the state. Outside of the states. They're not redeemable. And also, it's down there at the bottom of my scroll bar. We might have game night tomorrow. I'm thinking more yes than no. And that's another way that you can get free tickets if you answer questions right. You get a ticket, it goes into that. And then I'm going to be taking. Say it again.
I said I still got to donate the $5 for the $100 raffle.
Oh well, no, it's $5 for 2 tickets to get into the $100 one. Yeah, so I was gonna say that next, but yeah, game night is the way that you can get free tickets. Randomly, like I'll say, okay, we're gonna do the number game. So I'll say a number, and then everybody will start guessing the numbers between whoever gets the number gets the ticket. So there's a couple of different ways to do it. Like he was saying, for the $100 winners, the $100. My Cash App's down there. It's $5 for 2 tickets. Those I'm going to be drawing on St. Patrick's Day. So you can donate at any time. It'll pop up on there. And so I will write you a ticket. I'll make sure to put it on my computer. And when I come in the next live, I will make sure to let you know I got your Cash App. Here's your ticket. It's going inside of the this thingy. This is what I put in it. So this one is for free. And then this one I put to get $100. And the last winner is down there. Her name is Veronica. She was the winner from last week. So we're going to get into this story right now. Let me see what's going on in the chat really quickly. Hey, Randa. How are you doing, boo? Randa's in the building.
What's up, Miranda?
Randa says, okay, for sure. So we're going to get right into this one, guys. This is really just not okay. I don't even know where I want to start off with this and how do I want to present it to you guys, because this is sad on so many different levels. I can't even, let me put my StreamYard on this tab so it'll be easier. Ow, please stop. There we go. Put it on that window so that way, came back. It'll be easier for me to share the information with you guys. All right, so we're gonna start off with this right here. Just take a look. Is this the one I want to start off with? Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys this, and I'm gonna show you guys the full version of it. No, Mama, it's not my phone, baby. Okay, let's see. She is on one today. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go, guys. Share it for you guys and then me.
On a story we brought you, the New Mexico teenager accused of tossing her newborn baby into a dumpster appears in court. Prosecutors say 18-year-old Alexis Avila was caught on surveillance video throwing away a trash bag. Inside, they say, her living newborn son. 6 hours later, 3 people searching through the trash found the bag and called police. One of the first officers on the scene says when she was handed the baby, he was wrapped in a wet towel and was very cold.
Yo, a wet towel? A wet towel? That's not even it. They're lightly saying it right now, but what we're gonna see.
He had blood all over him. And it looked like he had like grass or dirt or something in his hair. He had a little bruise right here on the top of his head. He wasn't moving around very much.
Well, there you just heard the officer describing exactly what she saw when she was handed that baby. The officer also adding that when the baby got to the hospital, his temperature was so low it didn't even register. The judge ordered Avila to house arrest until trial. She must also wear an ankle monitor.
House arrest? No, I would be like, no. She needs to be in jail. That makes no sense that you just, she says that, okay, I'm going to just tell you who all the players are. So her name is Alexis. That's the mom. She's 18. She got pregnant by a 16-year-old. His name is Steven. And then, so you'll see the grandfather on here, which would be Steven's dad. And then it's her mom, Martha. Martha has the nerves to say, everyone makes mistakes. What?
Yeah,
that's not a mistake.
You see, this shit is like out of control. I remember the Florida case. Remember the girl went to the party and left her kid out there, and she got arrested, and then she came home, and the baby died. The baby was dead. It was a crazy shit. I lived like 3 blocks away from that girl, bro. When I was living in Florida. Yo, I'm telling you, and they let her go free, man. And this just reminds me. I'll be seeing cases. This is the type of shit that I like.
Hey guys, I'm going to toss the link in the chat if you want to pop up right after Michael. We are going to watch the entire version of what she did and the discovery of the baby when they found the baby. Go ahead, Michael.
Man. This is like it's crazy, man. It's like.
I want you to see how she tosses it, though. I want you to see how she tosses this baby,
the baby
as if it's just like some old clothes she just throwing out. Watch this. Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, let's see that. Let's see that.
So here we go, y'all. I put the link in the chat if you guys want to pop up. So this has no sound because it's obviously from the cameras in the inside. Oh, I must have fall. So wait. Ouch. No, mommy. Did you see how she did that? Let me take it back for you real quick.
How the hell she got away with that?
Look, no. Watch. Look how she does this. She gets out the front. She goes to the back. Look how she grabs the bag and then look. Boom. What? Just keep watching.
That's
keep watching.
Crazy.
That's insane. I don't get it, but just
they got the cameras right there, bro. How she got an ankle monitor?
Just watch. Uh-oh. So these people pull up and they're just, they say they're just looking through the trash to find different items, and then they thought it was a cat inside of the dumpster.
Dumpster looking. I know a lot
Yeah,
of people
dumpster
that
diving.
Yeah, I
But
know a
just
lot of
watch.
people that
Just
do it.
watch. After this, I will be playing the 911 call so you guys can hear, what went on. Hello, Jeanette.
Hey, I'm going to be mute most of the time, but she didn't get away with that.
No, she
Michael.
didn't. That's what I told him to watch. Yes, Shay. Yes. Just like a regular. Oh, let me throw this outside.
So this baby survived, right?
Yeah, just watch. Yep. You're going to hear it on the, you'll see, you're going to hear it. Because we're going to also watch the press of it. So you will hear exactly how the baby was. And I'm just surprised that it survived. Could you imagine that, though? You're just dumpster diving and you open a bag with a baby in it.
That shit is scary. Like in that moment, you don't even know what to do. Like finding a baby, like I'm like, oh my God.
Okay, so you guys basically get what's going on. If you guys do want to see this, though, you can go to here. Where's it at? Right here. Storyful News and Weather. And you can watch the entire thing. I just wanted you guys to see really how the baby was left and how the baby was found.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, man. I when I seen it, I heard it, but I was like, okay. But when I seen how she did it, I just pictured myself going outside and putting the trash in the dumpster, how I just swing it. You don't know what was in there that the baby could have hit on or whatever, but she put the baby in a wet towel, bloody and everything, umbilical cord still attached. Then she put it in a plastic bag, like a regular, like grocery type bag. Then she put it in a black bag. And this baby still survived. I think it's either 6 or 8 years. Wow. 6 or 8 hours, they said the baby was in the trash can. Okay.
You know what's crazy? There was a one I saw in New York City that the baby was on the side of a tree. Nobody even knew the baby was there wrapped up in garbage bag. There was people jogging and everything and shit.
In a tree?
Right by the tree in New York City. Right by the tree, like in the main block. And nobody knew nothing till this lady was jogging and she heard it like and then stop, look, baby wrapped up all in the towels, bloody,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. Like if you don't want to take care of your baby and that, go at least drop the baby
down
off
here. Also is the hotline for Harmony. If anybody has any information, please do not be afraid to reach out, no matter how little you think it is and you think it may not matter. You do not know. Just that little sentence can probably help us find her. So there goes the number down there. I didn't put it on there earlier, so I wanted to make sure I did. I do want to keep it going on track. So we're going to hear the 911 call.
Yeah, I want to hear
the scene that we just seen. Guys, let's listen. And like the person that was responding back from 911 kind of a little bit kind of irritated me, but I mean, it's not all the time that you hear of a baby being in the dumpster, so we'll see. So here it is. This is from, where's this from? Everything. I don't know. I would have to look. Oh, Lou Block. I don't know. I just found this there. So here we go.
Yes, we just found a baby in the traps behind
hold on.
What is it?
Was that from the beginning? Hold on. I want to make sure it was from the beginning. Okay, there we go.
Hello, 911? Yes, we just found a baby in the traps behind what is it? Damn, I can't think straight. Hey, Clifford, where we at? The mall. The mall way. Behind it. We're behind the house. Mall.
Okay, I'm just showing you 1218 North.
Okay, he is just trying to get the child.
Is it breathing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In the middle of the mall, behind the mall, the house is up there.
Okay. Is it closed?
Doors continues.
Does the baby have any clothes on?
Yes, it is making noise.
Okay, do you have a blanket?
It is a boy, and he is still alive, I believe. He looks pretty good.
Okay, do you have a blanket or something you can wrap him in? Do you have a blanket or something you can wrap him in?
Yes, ma'am, he was in a blanket. He still got his umbilical cord, she said.
Have you covered him in a blanket?
He is in a blanket, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is he crying?
He's whimpering. He was not crying, actually.
Okay.
So that was the 911 call. Oh my God. No, this is crazy now. I don't know what's wrong with her right now.
I think the guy, the reason why he couldn't talk good, because I think he was in shock mode.
You think who was?
The guy that called the cops, he was in shock mode. Like, you could tell, like, he was stuttering. He didn't know what to say.
What to say?
It's crazy. You going dumpster diving for like whatever they're looking for and shit, and boom, pops up a baby.
Right.
That shit's hysterical, bro. Like,
very disturbing.
Like what you gonna say? Like, it's hard.
Yeah, I'm sure it's hard to respond to something like that. Like,
yeah,
get it out of your mouth. I can't imagine.
When you call the police, it's like it's gonna be like I found.
You don't really know what to say. You're like, just come and get the baby, because if they did not happen to they just drive up like, hey, let's check this. I wonder if, because they said this is a shopping center, I wonder if it's one of those shopping centers where like they throw out like old merchandise or old, food or whatever, and some people just go there and try to get everything they can from the dumpster.
I know a lot of people that do dumpster diving for the for what you call that, the tickets, the booklets that you could get items for cheap and all that shit.
Coupons,
yeah.
Dumpster diving for coupons.
Joe, people
what,
do
Michael?
that.
What are you saying?
I saw that in Kentucky, bro, a lot. Coupon dumpster dive.
Yeah, people do like the dumpster dive.
I know dumpster dive, but dumpster dive for coupons.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
You can get coupons on your phone. I say coupons.
I say coupons too. What is it?
Oh, okay.
Look it up. I don't saw it in my own eyes. They throw books away. They throw a lot of shit in me. And
you be going off on a whole nother tangent, Michael.
Oh, but
I'm like, what?
But I'm saying that, and you know what? That's God, man. That's really God.
It is definitely.
That's God.
Definitely.
God sent those people there just to find that baby, man. And it's crazy.
My thing is, she says, before I pop that up, she's like, oh, I didn't know I was pregnant. Her mom gives her an excuse like, oh, well, I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Then she's like, oh, well, I know they're not going to let us have the kid after that. You think they want to give y'all the kid? If you sat there and said, oh, well, everyone makes mistakes. So did they not know she was pregnant either? And why would they want to give you back the kid? So the 16-year-old, she's 18, the 16-year-old boyfriend of hers got the baby and named the baby. He named the baby Saul. I'm going to read some things off to you guys.
Yeah, let's see this.
So, exclusive, grandfather of New Mexico baby Saul, that's the name they named him right here, tossed into a dumpster by teen mom, age 18, says it's his 16-year-old son's child, and the family will fight for custody. So that's why the mom is like kind of getting mad, but it's like, you can't get mad at that. Oscar, 50 years old, confirmed that he was the grandfather of New Mexico baby thrown into the dumpster by mom Alexis. Oscar said that his son Steven, 16, had no idea what Alexis had done, and now his family wants custody for the baby, which his son named. And I think that's awesome that he stepped up. 16 years old, younger than her, stepped up and was like, no, I'm gonna go get my baby. And I'm happy he has parents that support him, even though he's young. The grandfather added, very young. The grandfather added that his family has received death threats since that video surfaced of Alexis chunking the baby in the dumpster, and they used the correct word. She did just chunk him in the dumpster. Although Alexis told police she didn't know she was pregnant until she gave birth, Stephen claims she knew and told him she suffered a miscarriage. So she lied to this boy and said, I had a miscarriage, when knowing she had a whole baby. Put it in the trash, and you're going to go tell him you had a miscarriage.
Yo, but
why?
What happened? What happened? Did she get locked up for that shit?
We'll get there, Michael. We'll get there. Chill.
Yeah, okay.
So then it says the teen mom was charged with attempted murder and child abuse, as she should. Let me show you the picture. Okay, this is her. Horrible. This is her.
She looks older than 8. She's 18.
No, hold on now. This is the grandpa.
That's the grandfather of the 16.
I know you didn't think he was 16.
No. I was like, who is that?
This is Stephen's father. This is Oscar. Oscar. That's funny. That's Oscar. This is Alexis, the mom, 18 years old.
She's 18? Oh, I see 18. Now. Okay.
She's 18.
She looks younger there.
Had no idea that the family, the family didn't know that she was expecting. And she doesn't look that big. So I'm like, how does she hide it like that? But whatever. Right. Okay, that's the grandpa again. He says they're going to fight for custody.
He looks like he would be mean. He looks like he might fight for custody.
He's mad.
He's going to fight for custody, all right. He's going to kill one of them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, he looks like
he's upset. After giving birth, Alexis like said she panicked. She wrapped her son in a towel, placed him in a white plastic bag containing some trash with it. I didn't see that part.
Wow.
Are you serious?
She just probably had the baby and then put him just in her trash can, like in her house that already had trash inside of it. That's awful.
Wow,
that makes it worse.
Wow. You know what? I don't want them to have. I know. Okay, she's young. Maybe because this is not a regular. Oops, I made a mistake.
It doesn't matter. 18.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
Here's the thing. I don't know if this is true in every state, but in most states, there's laws. If you have a baby, you don't want a baby,
you can take it to a fire station.
You can take the baby to a fire station, a hospital, and no questions asked. You're not going to get charged. You take the baby there safely, and you give the baby up.
Right.
So there's absolutely no reason to place the baby.
Yeah, you can be anonymous. You don't have to tell them your name. They have like out here. They have the signs. It looks like a yellow caution, and it says safe place, and it has like the hands like this. So yeah, we have
There's
those.
So many options that you have if that happens. And I'm actually gonna pull it up after we look through these pictures, because if someone is watching and you have a baby or you're pregnant, something like that, and you cannot take care of the baby, this does not need to be your option.
No.
So, like, are they going to
she went to the hospital and gave birth, or she just?
Michael, are you not listening to what happened?
She never went to the hospital. She put him in a hospital.
No, I'm saying
she never went.
I'm saying, like, when they in the high schools, whenever they have sex ed or something, they should mention that.
Yeah.
Like, so
definitely.
know, because obviously the kids are missing that
something.
Fact. They're missing
something big.
It's happening too much still. When they should know, they could drop their baby off.
Yes.
They don't do that stuff no more, man, in schools. That was our era.
No, like my kids have like sex ed. They could tell it then when they're talking about how babies are made.
Yeah, just say, just know that if you get pregnant and you don't, intend to, that you do have options and safe places that you could take the baby.
Right.
But some kids don't want their parents to know. Like they try to hide it.
Mhm.
And if they were to go to the hospital, anything like that, I guess that would break.
They're
How
afraid.
she got to hide it? Probably she wasn't big enough. The stomach wasn't showing.
Well, she gave birth. It's not like she had something to induce her pregnancy, so she went to term.
Yeah, she went to full term.
She told him she had a miscarriage.
That's crazy, man.
Let me see. I'm about to type this in. List of places you can take a.
And she don't even look like a person that would do that, though.
Well, nobody. Some people don't look like people that would do. A lot of people don't. You know, you can't look at somebody and say they wouldn't do that. You know, you just don't know.
So it is called safe haven laws. Leaving a baby somewhere where when no one else is around does not qualify. That's not what she did. Is not okay. Most states outline locations considered safe havens. These locations may include healthcare clinics, police stations, fire stations, emergency medical technician. Oh, so EMTs, you can give it to an EMT.
Yeah.
Churches and other places
that
have the
churches.
safe haven logo
Symbol. Yeah.
So there's no excuse. Even if you take a baby to a supermarket, give the baby to somebody that can get it to where it needs to go, at least.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. People may look at you, you know, but look at how people are looking at her now. So she has an even bigger problem. She's lucky that nothing happened to the baby, that he survived.
Right. He's still in the hospital recovering though. So okay. So my thing that made me stop was she placed him in a plastic bag containing some trash. That's what made me stop.
Yeah, that's
How long the baby been in that trash can? How many hours?
What'd you say?
How many hours they said? 9 hours?
I think 6 to 8. Well, I think we can hear it somewhere in here. But she put him in that trash, then a larger black trash bag. So this baby survived inside, wrapped in a towel, in a trash bag with trash, and then a black trash bag. And drove around before throwing the child. Michael, hold on. Before throwing the child in the dumpster behind a shopping center. So the next one is, this is a picture of it. Panic 911 calls have emerged detailing the horrifying moment when the baby was found in the dumpster in New Mexico. We just found a baby. Oh, I don't know if that's a curse word, but whatever. Trash. The caller is heard saying he's freezing cold and still has his umbilical cord attached. So I don't know if that's what kept the baby alive and breathing in the bag, because it had the umbilical cord. Because when I looked it up last night, it said the way babies are able to breathe inside of our stomachs is through our placenta. The placenta takes in oxygen and carbon dioxide, and it filters through,
I think
the baby.
what kept the baby alive was the wet towel.
Why the wet towel?
Because the wet towel, I forgot what it does. Is like when you need to breathe, when it's smoking and everything, you use a wet towel. Ain't that right? Wet towel holds oxygen too. I think so. I'm not too sure. But I think the wet towel also could play a part with the umbilical cord still attached.
Sorry, y'all. Layla's tearing up the couch.
I think is the wet towel and I think it's the umbilical cord that also kept the baby alive.
I think so. I mean, I could look more into it. After this, I'm going to go and see the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Alexis's mother. This is Marta. This is the one who said, oh, everybody makes mistakes. She's 47. It says she has broken her silence to defend her daughter and told dailymail.com that the birth came as a shock. So I guess she didn't know she was pregnant. I don't know what's going on with her. The next one is, what is this? Oh yeah, they said this, and I'm like, why does this matter? They made sure they said outside of her $104,000 home. I don't even know why that even matters. But anyway, they're showing her house. I don't know why this matters. Okay, and that's it from that one. So go ahead, Michael. What was you saying?
No, I'm just so shocked. Like people, like, I never knew you could drop it off in a fire station and all that. I never knew that.
Anywhere that is an emergency type place, you can take it. I'm going to just say anyone out there that's in this situation, you can literally just take it to somewhere where you know someone can at least call for help for the baby. You don't got to say your name. You don't have to say none of that. Hey,
just don't do that. You'll look like a monster, man, to society.
Monica says she's old enough to know her. Ouch. She's old enough to know right from wrong. I'm sure she's right.
I agree.
Exactly.
They have a show about women who have babies at 16. It's called 16 and Pregnant. I've watched it, and they know what they're.
I watched that shit. I watched that too.
They raise their children.
She said, I had my first baby at 17, and I knew what I was doing. See?
There you go, right there. I didn't have a baby until I was 21, so.
Yeah,
my sister-in-law, she had a baby when she was 15.
Wow.
From my brother, and she knew right from wrong.
The other story we're going to get to, she had hers at 14, her first baby.
Yeah,
hey, how are you?
Baby at 13. She had her first child at 13.
Yeah, she does. I don't have a cage for her. I don't keep my animals in cages like that. So there's no way I could put her right now. She's going crazy. She's biting very hard too. Like, yo, here.
That's good.
Hold on, let me give her this.
Hey, Veronica.
Here.
And Etta B.
Here. I'm gonna give her something to chew on. So we're gonna see the
Jeanette. Where'd you go?
Press conference as well. Hey, love. Good vibes. Yes. So we're gonna look at the what should we look at first? Should we check out the press conference and what they have to say? Or let's check out the little news clip real quick. And this is kind of telling, this is her. This don't even look like the same girl to me, but I guess it's her. Net fell off.
Yeah, it was one else. Where did you?
Veronica says, my sister had my nephew at 13. We just climbing lower and lower.
Yeah.
Lower.
My aunt, she had her daughter she was 13 when she got pregnant, but she had her at 14. So.
Man, I couldn't imagine having a child that young. Because even now it's not easy.
Back in the day was like that though. Back in the day was like that.
You hear the crying, nobody's being tortured. That's my son. Sorry.
Oh, he probably.
I'm trying to mute, and yeah, he's in there screaming, crying.
I know him in his games.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like that, man.
It was. That's what I think about now. Like, yo, it was really like that. You're having a kid by what? 14. I don't know if it goes to 13, but I think 14 was their normal age.
Yeah, 14. That's when everybody was losing their virginity.
I lost mine.
My grandmother had to end up taking care of her granddaughter for a while. Yeah. The mom, she was only 14. She
don't know really what to do.
Yeah, she was
but
still
18 though. 18 is for real. No, man.
Exactly. At 18, there are a lot of women who have.
What do you think what would be a good punishment for her? Do you think she's too young, so she shouldn't get nothing close to life? Or what do you think a good punishment? You guys in the chat as well. And in the comments, what do you guys think?
I definitely don't think she's too young.
To me, I ain't gonna front. The same way you gonna almost kill that baby is the same way you should get death penalty. I don't care about none of that stuff.
Do you think they'll try to pull the mentally ill card? that she has some
Nah,
type
they
of
better not.
insanity.
Right. They
You
better
know
not
what I
try
mean?
that.
What state is she in again?
Can I drop my 38 and 39-year-old off at one of these places? Miss Veronica, I don't think you can do that.
No, they'll be like, huh?
Isn't there a
think there's
certain
like
age?
Isn't there
think
like a 3-day limit or something? Or
a what?
Is there a 3-day limit?
It's
There's got to be like
something like that. Let me see.
I think Jeanette asked what state. What state is it?
This is in New Mexico.
Oh.
While we're watching this clip, I'm gonna look it up and see what's the limit. That way, yeah, I really want to know that too.
This is your home.
Gonna do that.
Yeah, because you
We're
can't
taking
be
you to
like
Hobbs tonight, where a big decision just came down in the case of a teenage mother accused of abandoning her newborn baby in a dumpster. Alexis Avila faced a judge just hours ago, and that judge decided she will not be in jail until trial, instead putting the 18-year-old on house arrest. And her list of conditions of release includes no contact with that baby, who is still recovering in a Texas hospital tonight. But of course, after that decision came down, protesters made it very clear to Avila's family, life for her outside jail may not be so peaceful. Julie Frendak was at the hearing today and joins us now from Hobbs. Julie, a lot to unpack here.
Absolutely, Tessa, and it was a long afternoon. That pretrial detention hearing lasted every bit of the almost scheduled 2.5 hours. The state called 7 witnesses to testify, including all 3 of those strangers we now know found that baby inside of the dumpster. Also, the business owner who provided that surveillance video right after the fact of the alleged crime. They also called 2 Hobbs police officers and a Hobbs police department detective to the stand. One of those officers accompanied that baby at the hospital, and the detective was the one who actually interviewed Alexis Avila the same day she admitted to giving birth and throwing the infant in the dumpster. The state played 2 angles of that surveillance video, as well as the 911 call from the 3 strangers who found the child. A judge said it is very rare to see such overwhelming evidence against a defendant, a confession paired with the video that supports it. He admitted that the teenager poses a threat to others in the community, but again, he chose not to hold her in jail until trial. Instead, he gave her that long list of conditions of release, and he essentially put her on house arrest until the trial. The list includes not being able to leave the home unless it's...
You know what? I think they did that probably because they're like, yeah, go ahead, go get yourself situated at home because you're about to sit down and do some real time. Because no, this is just no.
For school, her job, or a medical or counseling appointment. And of course, like you mentioned, that intensity did not stop. And even after that decision was made by the judge this afternoon, protesters were outside the courthouse in the afternoon, also met Alexis Avila's family as they were walking and escorted to their car, yelling things like no justice, no peace. They also had some signs that said babies are a gift from God and not garbage, as well as justice for baby Asher. Some, again, stormed the car as the family was getting inside. Also, Alexis Avila's defense team made a very, very brief statement for media after the hearing this afternoon. They said that they are happy with the court's decision, but of course, there is still a long process to go. There still has to be a preliminary hearing scheduled in order to decide which charge the state will pursue, either the attempted murder charge or felony child abuse. So still, of course, Tessa, a long way to go.
Very much so. Just the first step today. Julie, thanks so much. We'll check in with you again at 6:30. So as the justice part of this case is just starting to play out, we got to remember.
So what do you guys think? Should she just get the, what did she say? The attempted murder, or what was the other one, guys? Attempted murder.
Damn, I forgot.
The child, like child neglect or something like that, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
That little baby boy is still fighting.
Of course, Tessa, a long way to go.
Very much so. Just the first step.
They said that they are happy with the court's decision, but of course there is still a long process to go. There still has to be a preliminary hearing scheduled in order to decide which charge the state will pursue, either the attempted murder charge or felony child abuse. So still, of course, Tessa, a long way to go.
Very much so. Just the first step today. Julie, thanks so much. We'll check in with you again at 6:30. So as the justice part of this case is just starting to play out, we got to remember that little baby boy is still fighting for his life. His chances at survival, though, is thanks to a group of people who were just looking through that dumpster when they heard his cries. And we spoke to those heroes today. At first, they thought the cries were coming from a kitten. Well, they immediately opened a bag in the dumpster, found the baby, and called for help.
Wow.
I put him in my arms, and I didn't know what to do after that.
Okay.
And then he said, get in the truck, warm him up. And his arms were ice cold. Yeah. And when I started to move him, he said, keep him warm. You know, body warms up a person. You know, and but I started to move him. He started, wow, I need you, okay. I was kissing.
Wow. Well, tonight on the Night Beat, we're going to be hearing more from April and the two men who were with her that night, what they also have to say about Alexis Avila. That's on the Night Beat. As our coverage continues, you can also go to KO.
So, yeah, that made me smile.
Yeah.
That made me
Saw
smile.
that lady ran to that garbage when she heard the wham. She ran to that.
No, we're looking through it, and she said she thought it was a cat.
Kitten. Yeah, like a kitten meow. I think attempted murder because her intent was to let the baby perish. I mean, saying that it's abuse.
To me, that's murder, man.
I don't know.
Shay said, heck, they need to charge her with both. I agree. I am going to put a poll
maybe
on the
so.
community tab so you guys can answer, so we can see where everybody stands in this. So, I mean, I agree with you on that attempted murder.
She went past the abuse. She went
That's not, to me, that's not an attempt.
level.
That's
I'm
murder.
just like, why? Obviously, the boy was asking about the baby. If she had to tell him, oh, I had a miscarriage, why not just say, I don't think I can take care of the baby?
Right.
You know,
and
to
the
see if
family
parents
can
want
help.
to.
God forbid they didn't find that baby. The baby would have died. That's murder.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Attempt
Well,
murder.
if she was in my county, she would have
She
gone.
was in Jeanette's county. It's a wrap.
That would have been it, huh?
Yeah, they
wouldn't even have to think or contemplate.
No, they'll just be like, yeah, let's just go ahead and lock her up.
I ain't gonna lie, she deserved a lot
Everything.
of time.
And I wonder why the grandpa said they were receiving death threats. Because why would he receive death threats if they're trying to keep the baby alive? I didn't understand that.
Well, maybe, I don't know. You said her dad, right? Her father?
No. Steven's dad.
Oh,
Yes,
Steven's dad.
asked
Okay.
him.
Maybe because they're involved in a way. You know, that somebody has to have somebody to blame. I don't know.
It's probably they don't want the mother to have no custody of the child at all.
Yeah, like no
But
contact.
the mom wouldn't, because she's not even allowed to see the baby. I found this.
Maybe they thought the father was involved to some degree,
mother,
like just people assuming things.
But remember, the mother said it was accident. Mistakes happen. So the mother's probably defending her daughter and saying
she is not probably. She is.
Yeah, she's definitely defending her daughter.
And then Oscar's defending his son, and as his grandson. You know what I'm saying?
It says justice for baby Sal. Let's see what this looks like. They said I found this.
It's literally so easy
Oh,
to shop
no.
at Safari. I'm just gonna type in Squishmallows.
I probably would have been the same way. You ain't having that baby. That's it. That baby's staying here with us.
So you're telling me that no one knew, not her family? She didn't confide in anyone that she was pregnant?
That's what I'm saying, because she said she didn't know, but the boyfriend or the child's father said no, she knew.
She knew,
Because
right.
when I asked her, she said she had a miscarriage. And I mean, he's obviously intimate with her. You telling me he didn't notice she had a stomach? He knew. His family knew. That's probably why he was like, wait, your stomach isn't how it was before. Where's the baby?
He's brave to come forward and like claim
he is.
That's his child.
Probably
But
he
now his
told his
family
parents. She just didn't tell hers.
Right.
I like what Shay said. And she shouldn't be on house arrest. Let her start feeling the
jail
effects
now.
For what?
Right. Don't let her have any time out.
Like, word.
She didn't give that baby not a chance.
No, she didn't. No chance.
She didn't care at all.
And after I look at this and see what they're doing for the protest, I did pull up what are the the rules are for the safe haven stuff. One of it said 72 hours, but it also said that it could be up to a month. So we'll look at that real quick. But let me see.
Miss Veronica, that's awesome.
A judge ordered house arrest. A lot of people unhappy about today's ruling. Jonathan Polasic sat inside the courtroom as the judge laid out conditions for Avila. He takes the story from here.
Good evening, Tatum. Based on the crowd outside this courthouse that you see here behind me and the chatter surrounding everything online, emotions for this case were running high. But for the judge that was presiding over this case, it was all business. He said there were to be no outburst when he read off his decision about whether Alexis Avila would be on house arrest or would be detained. And ultimately, it was a decision that the crowd outside this courthouse did not want. Alexis Avila, you could say she's home free. A judge placing her on house arrest until her trial
a little bit heavier than I
grateful
thought.
for the court's decision, and we'll have to be patient as the court winds
Wow.
In the court of public opinion, there's only one place Avila should be, and that's behind bars.
Yeah. We have a hearing today where we had some hope, and I commend the DA and the ADA's office for asking for this detainment. I feel like the judge ruled wrong. I feel like the defense attorney's argument was flawed.
That's why this group is protesting. Since her arrest, Avila has only spent about an hour in jail.
We got a girl who left her child for dead and threw it in the trash can.
Threw it.
And put it in with other trash.
Yeah, intent to kill, to murder him.
$10,000 bond, not paying anything.
Didn't intend to come back later and check on
her unless we give her 5 more babies.
What'd you say,
to throw away.
Miranda?
I'm sorry. I said she didn't intend to come back later and check on him. Her intent was to murder him, allegedly.
She's coming in with trash.
He should have detained her.
It's a high-stakes case, the life of a baby thrown among garbage. Kimberly
Do you know how this baby's gonna feel when he hears his mom threw him in the trash when he was little?
Right. He has to grow up and hear that story.
I don't know, because I think he's going to be adopted by a good family, and then
the boy, the baby's father, the parents, the grandparents want the baby. They're fighting for custody.
Okay.
And I'm sure that judge is going to go ahead and be like, yes.
Yeah.
You think they'll grant the child
custody
to them?
Yeah, I think to the grandparents, yeah. Maybe not to him at 16, but to his parents, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
for the parents.
I hope
Hopefully
they don't.
the mom comes nowhere around,
I think
I hope they
should
don't
make
raise
that.
him in that story.
Go to jail now.
She's going to be in jail.
Yeah, I hope they don't tell the baby
But she
the
got
story
house
either,
arrest
like
and
when he's
all,
older.
She can't see the baby.
Me too.
I wouldn't want to know.
The only thing she could do is go to school or work. She can't see the baby. And she got to be at home.
Why would she want to see the baby? She threw it in the trash.
That woman should not even get house arrest. That judge was a poor judge, like that lady said. That judge was not. I'm man. I don't know, y'all.
You know what?
Request another judge.
The baby didn't die, but I think they should take her entire tubes.
Definitely
and
that.
just let her go.
But
I'm
if she's
sorry.
in jail, then she's not gonna be getting
You
pregnant.
said they should just tie her too?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and make her infertile. She should not be
Exactly.
allowed to
Don't
have
make
any
no
more
more
children.
babies.
I agree.
Right.
Not allowed to have no more kids.
If you do that at 18, you should have no
they
chance.
should tell her. They should tell her, like, if you
No, you know
like
what they're gonna
consider
do is they're
your
gonna
tubes
take
being
those
tied, we won't
Michael,
let
hold on.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
all talk
We'll
one
let
at a
you.
time, please, because I can't hear everyone.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jeanette, what were you saying?
They should tell her, if you let us tie your tubes, we won't put you in jail.
She'll probably be like, yeah. I don't know how you can see a baby and like, I mean, she's just evil. I can't even, like that person that put all those puppies in the trash to die. That's just a life. How could you just put a life in a bag with trash? Like,
Yeah,
to
that's
die.
awful too.
And then she just threw it like, what?
Yeah.
Right, but because she could eventually she's young, so no matter what time they give her, she'll get out and she could have other kids.
Yeah.
Man, listen,
Yeah.
a
Highly
female
possible.
is adult when she's 18.
Yeah.
A male is adult when he's 21.
What?
Yeah, that's
You
that's
say-
the crazy shit.
What? I can't hear.
No,
Say it again, Michael.
That's not true.
Yeah, a female is adult when they're 18. A male is adult when he turns 21.
Some males aren't adults at 21.
What are you saying right now, Michael?
Nah, that's the age limit. That in New York, that's the age limit in New York. I ain't gonna
Some
lie.
men mature faster, some slower. So,
Well, wait. Who told? That's true?
Yeah, look it up.
That's not true.
No, everybody's an adult when they're 18.
Right.
Everyone is considered an adult at 18.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean
New
you
York
act that way.
just got special rules.
Yeah, New York got different rules. Like every state
That's
got
just a
different
time
rules.
line.
I thought you could go to New York at 17. No. Back
Thought
then.
you could what?
Okay, that law said it says to protect unwanted babies from potential harm and safety hazards. These are that's not the part I want to read. Where is it at? It's about the amount of time. It was about the amount of time. Here we go. It says most states limit the age limit of who can wait, what am I reading? I'm reading the wrong spot. Okay. To place a child in the safe haven designated areas, an infant can be 72 hours or younger, while some states may accept infants up to the age of 1 month. So the baby was probably, less than 72 hours. It had the umbilical
cord.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you definitely wouldn't want to put a baby there that can walk or crawl,
Well,
So
yeah.
I can understand why they would have an age limit to the safe haven. That's for babies who have just been born.
Right.
Well, yeah. Just be like, hey, you got to add it to your teenager and just drop them off.
What'd you say? Do what?
I said you can't just. They have the young limit. You can't just drop off a teenager when they have an accident.
You're going in and out.
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up, Jeanette.
Oh, I don't know why.
Now you sound fine.
What'd you say?
Oh, I said they have an age limit of 1 month because when your teenager gets an attitude, you just can't take them to the safe haven. That place
That's
would be
like
full.
Miss Veronica.
Yeah, she
I'm gonna
just
take
said
a 38 and 39-year-old.
the institution is about the only place you can drop an adult off at. You can call the coroner's office on them, and then they'll, forcefully put them somewhere. But that's if they're like out of their mind.
Guys, that's crazy.
Yo, she need to go to jail now, bro.
She does.
Not
I mean,
later.
because there's no argument here.
Death penalty.
We have the video.
Yeah, it says it all.
That's my shit. Death penalty. I don't give a shit.
Now I don't know about death penalty.
I don't think
Death penalty, man. She was killing that baby. If they wouldn't have found that baby would have been dead.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's
my
an
thing
attempt.
is, she has a whole
That's
family.
murder.
It's
That's
not like
an
she
attempt,
didn't
man.
have
That's
anyone.
murder.
I know.
That's strictly
insane.
murder.
She didn't. It was an attempted murder, so that's why. I
Yeah,
think
she attempted.
Yeah, but I'm saying they saying it's attempt murder because the baby's still alive.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
That's what we're all
That
saying.
shit-
What do you mean?
That's
shit
just the
should be-
law. Like, you
that-
know.
I know it's the law, but it should be murder. Period. They should look at it like if they would never found that baby, murder.
But
Right,
they did.
but they can't charge her with murder because the baby.
I know
didn't perish.
the rules. I know the rules, but still, for me, death penalty. I don't care. I don't care.
Jay said she was too comfortable with doing what she did. Now it makes me wonder, has she done that before? Whoa!
I surely
right.
hope not, Shay.
I was
She's like,
gonna
oh,
say
I could just
that.
do it again. Because what teen is really comfortable with having birth at home? Like, that
Right.
would be a
Who does
process.
that over and over? Like more than
You know,
once. I mean,
there are probably a lot of babies they don't find because those dumpsters go straight to a big landfill.
Yeah,
that's true.
I
So
mean, there's
somebody-
no Social Security. There's no.
No.
I mean, there's no sign of
Right.
it being alive right here, so you wouldn't even know to go look.
They might find like a human body, like a regular sized human body, unless it was something was done to it, dismembered. But a baby that's, you
in the
know,
garbage bag,
small
they're
or
not dead.
miscarried baby.
Mhm.
You know,
That's
that might
sad.
be. Yeah.
It's
Because if the
sad.
people weren't dumpster diving,
You know what they're gonna do? Go ahead, Jeanette. I'm sorry.
if the people weren't dumpster diving, that's what would have happened. And so it's true. She could have done that before.
Right.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
You know what they're gonna do? They talking in the house
Sure
right
hope
now,
not,
like,
though.
yo, play insanity, do this, do that, and you gonna get
Nah,
this.
she can't get that. She did that
Wow.
too nicely, like do. She was
Yeah.
she was too, and she don't
She's
look
not.
like
She's not remorseful. Like
her mom
you
don't
know.
even look like she had
Yo,
any
the
like
baby was
remorse for
in
the
a
baby.
garbage bag behind in the car in the car in a garbage bag in the car and
In the
tossed.
back seat.
In the back
She didn't
seat
even put it next to her. She probably just threw it in the car too.
Yeah, probably threw the baby in the car too. That baby probably got injuries, like broken arms. You don't know what that baby's going through right now, bro. Baby was blue. Said the baby was blue.
So cold that
Probably
it
cold.
reddish.
Yeah. He needed to be on his mother's chest, like you know. That's sad.
Hungry. Baby
Yeah,
probably
hungry. They have to
hungry.
eat what? No, not
Like,
every 2
That's what I'm
seconds.
No, they
saying,
have
man.
to.
That shit should not even be attempt murder. I'm going death penalty with that woman. That woman
Not
deserves
death
that shit.
penalty.
No,
Is
not
the
that
baby
far, Michael.
that
That's your own
person-
personal feelings, but they have to go by law.
I know that everybody got an opinion, you know. My opinion is she should deserve death penalty because she was gonna that the baby survived because of the grace of God, man.
I mean, I get it. I get your sentiment, but you know,
That baby would have never survived, bro.
Right.
What they would have charged her with? All right, now murder, and they found the baby. Oh, your baby dead, murder. Now they find the baby is alive, attempt murder. No, man.
Wow.
Straight murder. They should look at it just like that. Straight. You attempt to murder that child. You
Right.
murder. That's
Right.
murder. So you should be facing 30, 40, 50, 60 years, 100 years. Man, buried under the jail.
You
For
for real right now, huh, Michael? You hot.
Yeah, for real. That shit
No,
fucked up, bro. Like,
I
I
think
got
they
me
should-
mad. Like, yo, she literally had a motive. That was her motive.
It was. What'd you say, Jeanette?
I still think they should tie her tubes and let her out of the world. Don't allow her to work around children.
Oh, fuck time.
nowhere around children.
Yeah,
at all.
she should just be a
Yeah.
danger to children because she had no emotion.
Yeah,
Like not allowed
cold
to be
and
a
calculated. That's
she's not allowed to be a nurse.
The chat. Let's ask the
And then
chat.
she's like, okay, like I'll just let the baby sit here and die slowly and suffer.
That's what she.
That's
in
worse.
A bag, in multiple bags. That's crazy to me.
All right, let's ask the chat, man. Let's get a chat.
I worked with a lady who had. Hold on. I worked with a lady who had 2 cans. She, after having them wrapped up in towels, suffocated. For 6 years too. Wait.
You worked with her?
Read that again.
Wow.
You worked with a lady that had 2.
Can you imagine finding that out and know you work with that person? Like, that would be awful.
She wrapped them in towels, suffocated them, and hid them in the dresser drawer for 6 years. Had no clue until her boyfriend was arrested.
Oh.
Etta, wait.
That place had to stink.
If you don't document that you're pregnant, nobody would ever know, right?
No.
Wait, she had 2 babies and kept them in her house for 6 years.
Yes. Had no clue until her boyfriend was arrested.
And no one smelled it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That rotten death smell. I know about that smell, man. I smelled that shit twice. That shit.
Yes,
strong.
we were all spooked. Wait, I don't get the ending. Had no clue until her boyfriend was arrested. Did her boyfriend find the babies, or what? What happened?
Maybe they went into her home and discovered.
Oh, when he got arrested and maybe found it.
I don't know.
But how could she live there with that smell?
She would have to tell you.
Ugh. The last video I have for you guys is the press conference. It's not as long as all the other ones. It's pretty long though.
Let's watch it.
Let's see what they gonna say.
Yeah, let's see what they gonna say, man.
Michael.
That penalty for me, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I mean, when I first seen the video, Jeanette knows, I was like, whoa, wait. Did you see how she just threw that baby? I was hot. I was like, she can't. I'm gonna follow this. She can't get out for a long time.
That penalty. Okay.
She needs to have like all her good years gone. She could get out when she like 60, maybe. Give her a little bit of time. Because a lot of people say when you are in jail, you're more healthier than when you're on the streets because of how they feed them and you work out and you do this and do that.
You can't really do anything that's too crazy.
Well, you could do, they find ways.
Yeah, you can do some stuff, but not.
Prisons are worse than male prisons, man. They will kill that woman, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Etta says she hid them in her basement with other mess. He was arrested for Craigslist crimes, so he told on her to get charges dropped. What?
So he what? She did it or he did it?
So for him to get less time, he told that. Did he just come out of nowhere and say, "Oh,
wow,
I know that there's some babies in the basement"? Snitch. I mean, I know, but I'm just saying. That's some snitch type stuff. You told on her because you don't want what? And so now does she have life in jail? What happened, Etta? This is juicy.
Yeah, definitely. That's the story. Where is that story at?
Right.
Is it documented? Because
wow, he threw her under the bus to save his own life.
Yes, that's a juicy one.
Craigslist crimes.
Right.
How
can we find that, Miss Etta? Let's look into that. Oh, that's crazy.
They put down the babies.
That had to be on the news somewhere. Right?
Hey, James in the building. You guys go follow James.
Thanks for the thumbs up.
He helps you get like followers and subscribers and things like that.
Oh, that's nice.
His channel's he's pretty funny. Some of his stuff though, I was like, whoa. But no, he's cool. James is cool. Oh, let's see. Yes. She only got 18
years
for 2 babies.
And how much time did the guy get?
Wow. I wonder what kind of crimes he did to want to tell something like that.
So he got a lower time than her. Well, how many times he got?
I mean, why he don't have something involved with it if he knew that the babies were there this long?
That penalty for his ass too. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes down to kids and everything, and you playing with kids' life like that, that penalty straight up.
Yeah.
Michael.
Line should be drawn with children.
Children is that penalty. I don't care.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna keep following this story, but let's get into the press conference and we'll have like our last
let's
little
see
words.
the press conference.
We'll wrap it on up. Yeah. And I will announce the people from tomorrow. I put a poll to see if we should do game night tomorrow for some tickets, chill, late night, adult game night. So make sure you go vote on the poll. And I'm also going to put the poll up about, do you think that Alexis should have attempted murder or felony child abuse? So make sure you guys hit those polls up that I'll be putting on the community board. The other one is already on there. Michael, stop interrupting me. The other one is already on there. And also for the raffle tickets, $5 for two. My tickets for $100. My Cash App is in the little ticker bar. All right. What'd you have to say, Michael, before I play this? Go ahead.
That penalty.
Michael.
I don't care. Put that. I bet you a lot of people say that penalty, man.
He got to walk. He was pimping on Craigslist. He got to walk. Okay.
So he was a pimp dating a woman who had a dresser drawer full of
babies.
Yeah, I don't want to say.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awful. That's crazy.
That is too much.
It sounds like a documentary. I mean, that sounds like something off of a movie.
Real.
It sounds like a horror movie.
Can we look it up?
A horror movie, right?
It does sound like a horror movie.
Horror. Sorry.
Horror.
I can't pronounce much.
Me neither. You see how when I read, my tongue be all twisted. Say stuff.
They harvest 2 babies, man.
Christina said, I'm at the other channel, but I'm popping up over here to put my input in. Thanks, Christina. She said, what the? Yes.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
So I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick. I know some people like watching the whole thing. So here we go. Hear it? Is it on low? Y'all hear that?
I could barely hear him.
Me neither. Let me see.
I'd like to read a prepared statement to you with regard to this recovered infant, and then we'll take questions at the conclusion of this prepared statement. On Friday, January 7th, at approximately 7:45 p.m.
I'm going to see if I can find another one while this is playing. Hold on. Can you hear it a little bit?
A little bit, about as much as I can hear Michael when he talks. I mean, I'm just saying it's really low. Michael, when he talks, I'm like putting my ear to the phone, trying to hear him.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna look for it here.
Sitting in that truck, holding and caring for his baby. The baby was wrapped in a bath towel that was dirty and wet and had dry blood on it with the umbilical cord still attached. The baby was taken from the female by a Hobbs officer.
Where's she go?
I'm looking for it, but I don't want to have my face all in the camera.
The baby was treated at Covenant Hill Hospital and later airlifted to medical Texas. The baby is currently in stable condition. Hospital in North Texas. Sexual Children Youth and Families Department has been notified and they are actively participating. Two male and female located at the scene and advised officers that they were going through the dumpster looking for anything of value when they heard what they thought was a baby crying. They thought it may have been a dog or a kitten, so they removed a black trash bag. They opened it and they saw that it was a Yuli baby. The female removed the baby from the trash bag and held it, trying to keep him warm while one of the male companions called 911. The male caller identified the baby as an infant male.
This
Two
woman.
males and one female at the scene have been identified as Mr. Michael Green, Mr. Hector Jasso, and Miss April Meadow. Their collective quick response to this emergency, including notification of 911, is absolutely pivotal in saving this baby's life. The Hobbs Police Department detective responded to the scene and contacted Mr. Joe Imbriali, who is the owner of Rig Outfitters, the store behind which the dumpster was located. Mr. Imbriali gave his full cooperation and assistance, which was also pivotal in this investigation. They searched through the store's video surveillance, which showed footage at approximately 2 p.m. of a white Volkswagen Jetta pulling up to the dumpster. A female, later identified as Alexis, the female immediately got back into the Jetta and drove south through the alley. Based on the timelines and the surveillance,
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Christina, who are you talking to?
Detectives were able to get a possible license plate of New Mexico AXM S67 from the surveillance
I
video.
guess it fixed itself.
Registered to
I guess so.
of Hobbs. Detectives and patrol officers
Yeah,
went
it
to this
gets louder
address
now.
and they contacted Miss Martha Avila and Mr. Domingo Avila, who advised that their daughter, Alexis,
You arguing with the troll.
and that she was asleep in the house. Detectives advised.
Wait, who was sleeping in the house? Let me take it back a little second.
Registered to Martha and drove south through the alley. Based on the timelines in this surveillance video, the infant was in the dumpster for approximately 6 hours.
6.
Detectives were able to get a possible license plate of New Mexico AXM S67 from the surveillance video, which was registered to Martha Avila of Hobbs. Detectives and patrol officers went to this address and they contacted Miss Martha Avila and Mr. Domingo Avila, who advised that their daughter, Alexis Avila, drove that vehicle and that she was asleep in the house.
Oh,
Detectives advised.
wait, so she just did that and went to sleep?
Oh my God.
She just gave birth, had a baby,
Death penalty.
flung it into the jump.
How did she sleep peacefully? I mean,
She's evil.
yeah.
She's evil. I don't, not even on her conscience.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not remorseful at all. Like I wouldn't do it in the first place, but if I had any remorse, I would at least be like,
you would be
not
sad,
able to
crying,
sleep.
distraught, like, dang, did I make the right decision?
Goodness.
But nothing. You go to sleep. This should all be in this case because she needs whatever the max is, max it out because that's ridiculous.
Death penalty.
Wow.
Mr. and Mrs. Avila of the nature of the investigation and asked if Alexa would voluntarily meet with them at the police department. Mrs. Martha Avila, the mother, advised that Alexis agreed to meet with the detectives, and Mrs. Martha Avila drove her daughter to the Hobbs Police Department, where she, Alexis, met with investigators. Alexis was given her Miranda warnings, and she did agree to speak with detectives. During the interview, she was not aware that she was pregnant until January 6th, 2022, when she sought medical attention for abdominal pain and constipation. She explained that on Friday, January 7th, she was experiencing stomach pain and unexpectedly gave birth. She further explained that she panicked, did not know what to do or who to call. She stated that she then cut the umbilical cord.
Wait, so she said she panicked. She didn't look shaken up, worried, or anything. She wasn't like looking around. She looked like she was just like, oh well. So how's she saying she didn't know what to do? She panicked. That did not look like panicking. She intentionally did what she did when that boy was asking for the baby. I wonder if they were still together, or if they're still together. Why didn't she just give it to him? If they weren't together, Why wouldn't she just tell her mom or do what we said, take the baby somewhere, give the baby to somebody? But trash, that's like no heart at all. I'm sorry, that's just.
Wrap the baby in a towel and place the baby inside a white trash bag containing some trash, and then inside a larger black trash bag. She explained that she had a green-colored dumpster near the J.C. Penney store. Alexis advised that she thought what eventually happened to the baby by placing him inside of a plastic bag and dumping him. Alexis remained silent and could not answer.
For almost 4 decades, we have been.
Identified who she believed the father was. However, he will not be named in this release as he is a juvenile. Alexis advised that she ended her relationship with the alleged father around August.
Okay, so that answers.
Investigators are in the process of setting up an interview with him.
So I think she didn't want to be like have no attachment to him or anything because she left him in August, and that's probably why. But that's not an excuse at all.
Mr. and Mrs. Avila denied having any knowledge that their daughter was pregnant and stated that they were only aware that she was having some stomach problems until notified by law enforcement of this ongoing investigation. Search warrants were obtained by for the Volkswagen Jetta and the residence, and evidence has been seized, primarily blood swab, clothing with and without blood, and a towel. Following consultation with the district attorney, Diana Luce, Ms. Alexis Avila was charged with attempted first-degree murder or alternatively abuse of the child, felony abuse of the child. Alexis Avila was arrested on a warrant and processed into the Hop City Jail at 5:15 p.m. January 8th, 2022, and she was released at 6:33 p.m. on January 8th, 2022. All appropriate paperwork has been filed with the district court, and we are currently awaiting the court to schedule the first appearance of arraignment. My sincere thanks and respect to the patrol officers, detectives, and EMS personnel who responded, rendered aid, and conducted an exemplary investigation in the face of an extremely difficult circumstance. These types of calls often stay with officers long after they are resolved, often for many, many years, sometimes forever. We want to additionally thank and express our gratitude to Mr. Green, Mr. Jasso, and Mrs. Nuttall, who found the infant and notified authorities, and Mr. Imbriali, who greatly assisted in the subsequent investigation. And lastly, just a reminder and notice to the public that HPD and HFD are designated, Ops Police Department, Ops Fire Department are designated safe haven sites as defined in the Safe Haven for
Safe Haven sites.
A person may leave an infant with the staff of a safe haven site without being subjected to criminal prosecution for abandonment or abuse if the infant was born within 90 days of being left at the safe haven site, as determined within.
So this one is even more time. They said some states go up to a month. This is 90 days.
Right.
You have 90 whole days, 3 months, if you don't want the baby.
And to be clear, the trash can in front of the safe haven site doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Jeanette,
it just, no, wow. Because I'm like, how far could something like that be from you? Because when you look at the area of the town, it doesn't seem like it's like in a...
No, like it was probably really close to where she just decided to stop right there. That doesn't make sense. I think they should like really tell the kids in school that about the safe haven.
Right. I do too, man.
I ain't gonna lie, that's right that they should do that. But she had a motive, bro. She went to sleep after this. She didn't care.
She went to sleep, yeah. Shay said they better not come back saying that she is mentally unstable because she's not. That was calculating.
Do you think that was like she had a problem with the boyfriend and maybe he cheated while she was pregnant and she was payback?
Yeah, but she's like, nope, I had a miscarriage and because they said in August. they stopped talking in August. So maybe she was like, I don't want to have this baby. I'm not even going to be with him. But how can you even, when your baby comes out in your hands,
right?
I can't even explain that feeling because I really wasn't attached when I was pregnant because I didn't look pregnant. I mean, I didn't really feel too much. It was just like, I don't know. But when he came out, everything in you oh my God, it's just a crazy feeling you can't even explain. I don't know how she could do that, especially it being your first child. That's why when Shay said she's done this before, maybe, because that's just too quick of a thinking.
Right.
Toss you in the trash with the trash in the bathroom, tie you up, throw you in another bag, throw you in the car, drive to the dumpster, throw you in the dumpster in peace. I'm about to go to sleep. No. Hey,
tired.
Oscar.
I'm tired.
You were your name was in the beginning of my video of the grandfather. A little bit more in the front. Grandfather of this case. And that's why I was like, Oscar, that name. Hello, Oscar. How are you?
Went to sleep, took a shower, didn't give a shit. Death penalty. That's it.
Oh my God, here you go with that death penalty. Something close to it, but not quite.
Come on, look, yo, Naomi. Look at the like what they saying, bro. They saying she look. We saw the video. The baby was in the garbage. She probably, I ain't gonna lie. What happened to the placenta? What happened to
That's what we were asking. Is that how he was able to stay alive? Because maybe she delivered.
That's what I think.
The baby with the placenta, but after you deliver the baby, that's like doing another separate session to get that out. So she probably just wrapped it all together, put it in
I
the
think
bag.
the baby wasn't probably disconnected from the placenta, so it could still breathe.
That's probably
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking because she had the baby, wrapped the baby around on a towel. All the blood was wet. The placenta must have probably is wet, blood. All they said the baby had blood on it.
Yeah.
Then she threw the baby like it was like nothing. The baby could have broke an arm or a leg,
Yeah, you don't know what was in the trash and how she flung it. It was like,
yeah, the way she threw it, like and went and drove off, went to sleep. She probably took a shower because she must have had blood. She took a shower.
A shower.
She ain't give a shit. Death penalty, simple as plain.
Wow.
You hear all this shit? This woman is fucking psycho.
All right, Michael.
A reasonable degree of medical certainty and not left in a condition that would constitute abandonment or abuse of the child. We, the City of Hobbs, the Hobbs Police Department, and the Hobbs Fire Department remain committed to ensuring the safety of all infants in our community. So thank you for that. And at this time, I'll open up for questions. Yes, sir.
We've heard reports earlier today that Alexis Alvina's house was actually attacked and fired at. We were wondering if you could confirm that information and if there are any steps that the police department are doing right now to protect her while she is out.
We are maintaining close patrol on her residence. I'm not aware of any verified or confirmed reports that her house was fired upon or shot at. Other avenues. Sir, baby's in the lock.
For this infant at this time, are you assisting in ensuring that the infant is in proper care? Is there any close family or other avenues to get her into safekeeping in the future?
Sir, the baby's in the lawful custody of children, youth, and families at this point. She's in Lubbock. He is in Lubbock. He's in stable condition. And any other information I can't release due to confidentiality from CYND because he's a young child. Yes, sir.
Have y'all, as you know, Hobbs Police Department, Hobbs Fire Department, have y'all experienced anything like this in the past? Anything remotely similar to this previously at any point?
Well, I can't speak for everyone else here, sir, but I never have. I've spent my entire career in law enforcement. I've never seen a situation like this or encountered a situation like this. Yes, sir.
Do you know if the father has made any contact with the baby, and do you know what his rights would be in this situation?
No, sir, I don't. She has reportedly named him, and investigators are now trying to set up an interview with him, but at this time, I have no other information on that.
Why doesn't every home in the U.S. have solar panels? The number one reason is not about sunlight or...
It's back low again.
It looks like she only spent about an hour and 15 minutes in jail the day that she was arrested.
Wow.
Can you elaborate more on the circumstances that led to her release, how that was arranged, and when she may be taken back into custody?
Yes, sir. The officers secured a warrant. They consulted with the district attorney's office, got a warrant. At the time the warrant was signed by the judge signed a bond, $10,000 unsecured bond, appearance bond. And at that point, she was released about an hour later after being processed based on that direction from court. Yes, sir.
Speaking to community members, some have said that Alexis had a scholarship and that she was afraid of losing it if she had this child. Is there any truth behind those rumors?
Sir, I don't know. That's the first I've heard it. I don't know.
You touched on this a little bit at the end of your comments here about the police department being a safe haven and other options people may have. If you could summarize a wider message that you may want to communicate about this instance to the wider community, anything people may be able to take away from this if they may find themselves in similar circumstances in the future, what would that message be?
If you're struggling with a new infant and you're unable to take care of that infant or take care of that baby, the best response to that is to find somebody who can help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
As designated safe haven, the police department or the fire department are willing to do that. And I would just recommend to anybody in those kind of circumstances
Hospital.
to contact us and let us help them through
Even
that
a
situation.
library. Somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of any medical treatment that Alexis has received? I know giving birth is not always the easiest process. Is she in good health at this time?
I'm not aware of any medical treatment that's been given to Alexis.
They need to get her a psychologist too.
Can we get any better idea of the timeline for the first appearance and arraignment? Any more details about what we can expect from that?
Sir, we were waiting to hear from the district court this afternoon about a appearance date, an arraignment date. I just checked with the district attorney right before this conference, and we have not heard yet, but we anticipate hearing something this afternoon, and as soon as we do, we'll put that out there. But right now, I don't have time.
Can you clarify something real quick? So it said that Miss Alexis Avila was charged with attempted first-degree murder or alternatively abuse of a child. Is it two charges or is it one or the other?
Let me defer to the district attorney to answer that. She's better versed to do that than I am.
Good afternoon. We often charge alternatively when the facts support both charges. Attempted first-degree murder, willful and deliberate, was our first selection for charge. But obviously, because this involves a minor child, and anytime you're alleging any kind of injury or danger to a child, there is the child abuse statute. So we alternatively pled the child abuse charge as second-degree felony. At the preliminary hearing, which will be held in district court at some point, that determination will be made as to what charges go forward.
question to anyone up there, but back to the Safe Haven Act, do you believe there's enough education about these safe havens across New Mexico? Obviously, Alexis didn't know anything about it, and so what would you do to make sure that people who are in these situations know about these safe havens and that we don't have this situation come up again?
I can't speak to what's elsewhere in the state. I can tell you that we are in discussion about furthering that education of the public, and this was for lack of a better term, an opportune time to do that. And we do plan on the future putting more information out about that program. And Senator Gallegos is in the back of the room, and he is an advocate for that program, and we are going to pursue that further.
It barely looks like his mouth is moving.
I have another clarifying question on the prosecution side relating to these charges. If she were to be charged with.
What'd you say?
It's like a Japanese movie, like, you know, and you could still hear him. It's like it's slow. That's what it is.
It's weird, right?
Yeah,
I thought,
weird.
I don't know.
But they giving good questions, like, and he cannot, and like he's trying not to answer them. But this woman here, she like, yo, we gonna charge this girl with this, and he's trying to like go around the questions. But this is a person that's sick in the head. She gonna need therapy in prison or something. She goes, cause, and I'm not gonna lie, like Jeanette said, tie her tubes, fuck it. So, but me, I'm going for the death penalty. All no ifs, no buts, cause that is.
I don't know about death because the baby did not the baby did survive, but something close to it, I'm comfortable with that. She is real young, so they're going to take that into consideration as well. So
100 years, man.
And she's going to be out. She's going to be out.
Yeah, she is.
She'll serve probably as a minor in a juvenile detention center, and then she'll be out.
Nah, she's gonna get charged.
No, but she's 18.
She's gonna get
charged.
Oh,
she 18?
She's 18. The boyfriend is 16.
Oh, okay. I thought
So
she
might for this too. I don't know how the state of New Mexico is. Different laws, you know. She probably get like 15 to 18, like 18 years, be out in 10. Be all
I
6
think she
years.
should at least get 20. 20 to
I
life.
think,
But 20 would be good, not life. 20, 25.
I think that she'll probably get 10 and she'll serve maybe 4.5.
Yeah, you know they good for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they might do. I ain't gonna lie. That's what they might do. Give her 10. She gonna probably go to therapy, come out in good terms, probably do house arrest.
They should give her a for sure 25.
At least 25.
And then, or give her 50, but like a for sure 25, but she could possibly get more.
Me?
Or at least a for sure 15.
Years. At least 100 years.
Yeah, at least 100 years. Michael.
Man, it's the baby I'm thinking about, man. It's cruel. That's child cruelty, man.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this is what I'm saying. She had a motive that she didn't give a shit. She went to sleep. That when they said that, she went to sleep.
Yeah.
I just don't know how she would think that's okay.
Yeah, there's nothing in her brain or body that even told her that feels okay. I don't care what she tries to plead.
You know, like there's people that will put puppies in bags and put them in dumpsters. I wonder if she saw something like that. Growing up.
Yes.
She probably was one of those that was trying. She probably was killing kittens and killing cats and shit. She's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's some sick, unstable.
Even if you don't like the boyfriend, I mean,
I think she did that out of spite for the boyfriend. She probably did it out of spite for the boyfriend. He probably got a new girl, and she said, "Fuck it."
But there's people that do that to animals, and that's why the lady thought when she went in the dumpster that was kittens.
Mm-hmm.
But it still has.
And to me, cats live outside. Why not at least, if you don't want it, just let it kind of go or whatever. Give it to a pet shop or something. They just first thing trash. Like,
this was a motive, man. This was an act of fucking stupidity.
Language.
I'm sorry, my bad. This right here is like he said, like the guy, he said he never saw nothing like this. You know,
this is cruel.
This is cruel. If she gonna get China, at least give her 75 for.
Oh, I didn't see Bill Gates. I missed that.
Also,
hey, Bill Gates, I didn't know you popped up in the building. Don't think I was being rude. I just didn't see you. Your comments was probably going, or we were watching something that went.
Yeah,
hello, if you're still out there.
At least give a.
Yep, 75. It is a cold world.
At least 75. I don't know, man. I'm still going to stick by what I'm saying, but if they're gonna give her jail time, she at least should serve 75 at least, because this is real cruel.
75.
I go for 75 because she went.
So if she do 75, she's not gonna be alive.
That's good. She come out as an old lady. It don't matter.
She ain't coming out in no 90s.
Yeah, she tie her tools. They're gonna give her 25. I ain't gonna lie. They're gonna give her like 25. But parole board is hard too to get. They could always deny your ass parole board. She's gonna probably
language, Michael. All right, I did the tickets for today of the people.
My bad.
But let me finish this up, though, Michael. Let me finish this up.
Let's see what she got to say.
For both of these, together or separately, and if she were to be found guilty of either of them, what kind of penalties does that carry?
Yes. Let us know that.
Obviously, we would expect with charging alternatively, she could only be convicted of one of the two. A second-degree felony can carry normally up to, for the attempted second-degree murder, a second-degree felony when someone does not die would be 9 years. But when it involves a child, the penalties can be enhanced.
Whoa, why is she getting second degree? This was when it's premeditated.
That you took the words right out of my mouth.
If it's premeditated now, why is she getting second degree?
For both charges.
No, they only can charge her one or the other. So, guys, once again, I'm gonna put a poll in the on the community tab. Make sure you guys hit that poll.
Yeah.
I have two of them, one about game night, and then also I'm gonna say, do you think she should get attempted murder or felony child abuse? Because they said they only could give her one.
Naomi.
Yes.
So if the claim is she didn't know she was pregnant at all, she had the baby and reacted, then they're probably saying that it's not premeditated.
No, but the boyfriend said that no, she knew.
She knew.
When I asked her about it, she said she had a miscarriage. She knew. He's like, no, she knew. She's just saying that.
Okay.
No, she knew she was pregnant because I think they say she had an appointment or something.
Yeah.
I thought the parents knew nothing. Nobody knew.
That's what they're saying. I don't know if his parents knew, but I think her parents supposedly didn't know, which I don't think that's true either.
I don't believe that.
I don't think that they knew she was going to go throw it in the trash though. And if they did, they're some sick parents, but I don't think that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
I think she probably would have told her parents also that, I had a miscarriage, because to me, what it seems like now that I heard it is that she did not want to be with this boy. They were not together. Maybe, she was bitter. She was upset. And so that, trickled down on her child. She's like, I don't want to be with him. You look like him. Whatever the case may be, trash.
Or she said, just like they said, she had a scholarship. She was going to college and she didn't want to stop her life. But she could have done other things.
She still gave it up for adoption.
She could have given her baby up for adoption. She could have done a bunch of other things, but she just didn't.
Right. She didn't care. They'll give her attempted murder because in New Mexico they give felony child abuse when a person who commits negligent abuse of a child.
Right.
Okay. I hope they give her. To me, I feel like that's what it should be. But I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. Make sure you comment down below and hit that poll. Let's see what Miss Veronica says. My children know. Okay. Only have one. Turn up. We gotta tell our kids now.
Can they do something about the disposing, like trying to dispose of?
Right. That should be something else
There
too.
should be like a bunch of different charges they can.
Because you know how they say like the like something like improper disposal of a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Since the baby was still alive, it should still be like some type of thing to a fetus, not a fetus, but to a newborn.
They could do attempted on the front.
And I know they're not gonna. She can't play insanity because she said she had a great scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yo.
Toss that scholarship goodbye now, boo.
Murder. Is she gonna get? I think.
So they said what? 15 years? Let's see.
Second-degree murder.
To be charged with both of these together or separately, and if she were to be found guilty of either of them, what kind of penalties does that carry?
Obviously, we would expect we charge it alternatively. She could only be convicted of one of the two. A second-degree felony can carry up to for the attempted second-degree murder. A second-degree felony when someone does not die would be 9 years, but when it involves a child, the penalties can be enhanced and be up to 15 years. So it will depend on what charge is bound over as to what the potential maximum sentence is, and then obviously at the resolution of the case, at a conviction, whatever that charge might be, that penalty at that time.
Did she just say the word that Michael likes? Did she just say something about a death penalty? Let me see.
She did.
I think she did. Let me see this again.
So it will depend on what charge is bound over as to what the potential maximum sentence is, and then obviously at the resolution of the case, at a conviction, whatever that charge might be, that penalty at that time.
Okay.
Nah, I feel happy now. That penalty, bro.
Okay, if there are no other questions, thank you very much. I appreciate you being here today. Unfortunate circumstance, but thank you.
But somebody said she got 15 years in the chat.
Deprived of anything else that occurs in the future, and possibly another conference later this week. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. As Chief Fonz did share, there will be updates shared as.
Yeah, I think the talking is off of the.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's that.
Somebody says she got.
No, that's not what she's talking about. That's not what she's talking about.
Oh.
She's talking about the case she was telling us about. Remember about the babies in the drawer?
Okay. When they in the basement.
Yeah, I gotta take care of some people right now. Acting up. Mods, if you guys can get that person out of here. I tried to do it. I don't know if the other one is gonna go. But yeah, she's talking about what we were talking about with the babies in the drawer. Correction, China. I found the article, but got part of the info wrong. She got 15 years and one child survived. Wait, what you mean survive? Okay, so she had one in the thing, and then how did can you email me that? I want to look at that article from 2007, 2008 when this happened. So dang. Yeah, I want to see that article, Miss Etta. My email should be down here, but it's the same thing how my name is. Naomi ChynaD at gmail.com. What did you say, Michael?
That penalty, man. I'm telling you, man, this is as cruelty, man. Real cruel. Yeah, get those people out. Delete those people.
Yeah, they need to go.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know how to like take it off the chat completely, but whatever. So, is there any last words about this? Because I'm still going to follow it and see. I mean, where do we go from here? Because that, man, there's no words.
There's no words. She went home and went to sleep. Yo, that's what bothered me the most. You know,
she went home and went to sleep.
She gave birth. You know, she was bloody, so she had to take a shower. I'm sorry. She took a shower and went to sleep. Didn't care. No remorse.
None at all.
Nothing. No compassion. No nothing. Nothing. So, and then the video speaks for itself.
It does.
She threw that baby like it was like
exactly
like a burger. Like you throw it on like you don't want it no more.
Like, so do you think it is? Why do you think she didn't want the baby? Do you think it is because of the guy or school or what?
I think she did it because I think because of the school. She's like, oh, I think because if she gotta take care of baby, her scholarship will be gone. Because then it'll be hard to take care of baby and go to school at the same time.
That's true. Thanks, Shay.
You know, I think that. But
I think maybe like just because the mom kind of was cold about it, probably had some parents she couldn't go to.
That you see how the mom was?
That maybe will like condemn her for having a child in the
Hispanic family.
Dishonor and shit, like
probably. I wonder what it was like, and I wonder why when they were even showing pictures and talking about it, why did they throw the fact in there? Oh, she has $104,000 house that she lives in. Like, why do we care about that? What does that have to do with the story?
And to me, I'm not gonna lie. If it was my child, I swear to God, I'd have pressed charges on my child, bro. No ifs, no buts, bro.
What charges do you think that she would be able to press?
I will be in court with the other parent and like, yo, she deserved the death penalty. I don't.
You would not say your child deserves the death penalty.
Listen, if my daughter ever throw a baby in the garbage and got no remorse, no nothing like that, I do not give a shit. I'm disowning her. She deserves everything she gets. Because in the end of the day, you could have came home and told me.
Yeah. Should have. Yeah.
I'm not gonna. My kids are not. I don't care. That's a life that you are killing.
Yeah.
That's God saved that baby, man. If God didn't save that baby would have been dead. That's what that other lady said. She should deserve the death penalty.
She didn't say that. That's not what the lady said. She was saying what are the, possible charges that can come with this. She didn't say she deserves it. She was just saying what could come with each one of those charges.
But that penalty still came involved.
Oh gosh, here you go, Michael. Jeanette, do you have any last words?
No, I just think if Michael ever wants to become a politician, he just ruined his career.
He's like, no, yes.
Jeanette got me again. That's my girl. But
she was sentenced to 36 months Wait, who got 36 months of supervised probation and 100 hours of community service?
Oh, what? Yo, and she got that.
No.
That was sick.
Who? Not her, because she didn't get told what she has yet. Oscar, what you talking about? We're gonna see what Oscar talking about, and then we're gonna wrap it on up and head on out. And I may see you guys tomorrow for game night. What y'all think? Should we do game night tomorrow or not?
Whatever.
It's whatever. All right, I'll see. I'll see
you
what
on. You know I'm gonna come on.
I'll see what I come up with.
You know I'll pull up.
Oh, that's all she got for that? Hold on, let me read what he said the first time. 36 months and then 100 hours of community service for killing a baby. He said Diana Browning in 2008 in North Carolina for dumping her baby, and the baby died. Shay said yes, game night, so she could win. Hey, yeah, so you guys, tomorrow night, I believe I'm going to do game night. I'm going to post it on my Instagram. Make sure, because if you win any of these, when you get tickets, if you win the free raffle or the $100 raffle, you have to be following my other social medias. I said most of them. So basically just this page, of course. My second page, which is on there as well, is Naomi ChynaD ×2, like an X and then 2. My Twitter, Instagram, those are the ones I'm really pressing right now, like TikTok and all that. If you want to, you could go follow that. But the main ones you have to be following in order to win. And you can't do it that day that you get picked, because I can see when it happens. So both pages, Twitter, Instagram, boom. I do have a Snapchat and all that, but I don't really do all of those. It's too many to keep up with. So as long as you guys are following those,
I deleted my Twitter.
The Twitter. I know I heard that a lot. Let's see.
That's a porno.
Yeah, praying for the baby. Yes, I hope the baby is good, and I will keep guys updated on what's going on with the baby.
Yeah, man. God. That's God, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's God.
Right. Her sister was sentenced to life in prison in Virginia for beating Winston.
He's talking
what?
About
Hey, Oscar, hit me up on DM or in my email and put which story is this. I think I may have heard this story if we're talking about the same person, but I didn't know if this person has a sister about that. Let me know about that. All right, y'all, we're going to head on now. Shay is posting my second channel and my Instagram. So, second channel, Instagram, Twitter, and this page, and we're good. You'll send it. Okay, you can send it to me on IG. All right, y'all. So, see y'all later. See you tomorrow for game nights. Make sure you're here early because the first 5 people automatically gets tickets. All right, y'all. Bye. Oh no, I always forget this. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, thumbs up, because that helps me. It's a free way of you guys helping me. And share the live on your Twitter, anywhere. Just share it. All right, y'all. Bye. Bye, Michael. Bye, Jeanette. Bye,
Bye,
Finn.
Bye, Jeanette.
Bye.